letting your arms and hands follow. But this is the first movement. There.
Hi, it's Fraser Mann from Gem Golf here. Today I want to explain about a very important person in my golfing life, Ben Hogan. Got my Ben Hogan hat on. Thing growing up from a young golfer in Carnoustie was my hometown. Everybody talked about Ben Hogan winning the Open in 1953, the only time that he actually played in the British Open, and he won it on arguably the hardest championship course. As I grew in my golf and I became a golf pro in the late 1970s, early 1980s, I'd always been drawn to the Hogan name. I had Hogan equipment, I sold Hogan equipment in my shop. As I progressed through my career playing, revisited the Hogan name again through his books. In 2002, one winter, I changed my grip as Hogan did. I changed how I moved the club in my backswing, and at the age of 42 I played the best golf of my life, and in that year 2002 I won all the major events in Scotland. And since then I've progressed on to winning British Seniors Championships, Scottish Seniors Championships. I'm very dedicated to my game. I love playing golf. The gem move that I have studied and invented has helped me hit the ball better all the time. I hit the ball consistently straight and explain to you how Hogan and gem work together. Now I've got my gem hat on, I want to explain what gem and the Ben Hogan movement swing has in common. One of the first things that I did to improve my own game was to mimic Hogan's right hand position on the club. And one of the things that you'll be able to do with the gem using the short rod is to attach it so that it sits on top of the club and it's lined up parallel with the leading edge of the club. So one of the things I worked on was imagining that the T that I've just put in the top there and the T and the V in my right hand were parallel. If the T is parallel to the gem at the bottom of the grip, it will be parallel with the leading edge of the club face. What this allows me to do, it allows me to rotate and move the club into the toe-up position in the backswing, and I can then release the club through impact into the follow-through position. This movement here with the right hand just taught me how to turn my body. I have to turn my body to get the club to work on plane as Hogan did. And again, many of Hogan's great drawings that he has in many of his books very much shows the position of the club in the backswing, and how you can see that at impact his right forefinger is putting pressure and releasing the club coming through. So that's one of the key things that helped me when I invented the gem, was to have my hand in exactly the same position all the time. If it's not there, it's hard then to actually see where my hand is, because then I am that much further away from the club head. So it's harder to actually line it up if I'm looking at the club head. Number two is by putting the longer rod on the club. What this helps me to do is that when I take the club back to waist height in the backswing, it puts the club in a toe-up position. This helps to get my right elbow into my side, pointing down towards my hip, and then from there I'm able to then release the club back square to the ball at impact, and then it will automatically go through into toe-up position in the follow-through. The gem is the only swing aid that will automatically put the club into the neutral toe-up position and into the toe-up position on the backswing. If you remove it, the club will not sit. It will only sit toe down, as every golf club without a weight attached would do this. What this will encourage is that in the swing, once you have the club set in the backswing, then you're able to unwind through the shot, and then you gradually just get longer and longer, and your swing will be on line from waist height to ball to waist height, and that is the key move in the swing. Hogan often practiced three-quarter shots of just taking the club back to just past waist height and then just through, and he mastered the solid contact every single time, and he was able to use his hands along with his body to hit the ball consistently as he was a machine. So that's the similar things to the Hogan swing that the Gem will help you do. And just looking at my clubs that I have got behind me, that's the backswing position. There's nobody holding that. That is the through swing position. And just by moving into this position here, that's where the club wants to go to. And then the weight from the Gem will bring the club face back square at impact and then into the toe up position on the follow through. So Ben Hogan, Gem, very much work together, and I hope that this helps everybody to understand about the Hogan key points. Toe up, impact, toe up. The Hogan waggle, he always talked about the Hogan waggle and opening up the club going back and closing it coming through, open and close, and combining that with what I would describe the Hogan neutral grip with the short thumb. Then he discovered the secret of being able to play great golf with control and hitting it a very long way, and that's what I believe the Gem will help you achieve.